Hello YouTubers. When I was in Los Angeles last year with the Zimmers, it was very nice that one or two people who knew me from YouTube came to chat with me, and one of them was a lady called Vanessa, whose husband was a filmmaker in Hollywood, which of course is in Los Angeles, and of course, like most filmmakers, the camera's always rolling, and so I thought you might like to be a fly on the wall and listen to a conversation that we had about myself and the Zimmers. So here we are. New young people come in and they don't know me at all, so I have retained a lovely lot of friends and people who watch my videos, but it's all calmed down now.
No, but I was so delighted when you answered my email. I said, he must get hundreds of emails every day. I don't know why he would answer mine, but it was so great when you did.
They aren't hundreds, but it does become a part of my life, I suppose, in that that is what I do every morning. I answer the letters in my inbox, and I like doing that because it's another form of communication with people, and I get some charming letters, you know, from people mainly on the granddad theme, that they've lost their own grandparents or what have you, and they like to adopt me as their surrogate, that's not the right word, as a granddad, and they seem to be calmed by, you know. You know. So yes, I do, and it is a big part of my life that I enjoy. But it isn't as busy now. I probably only spend 3/4 of the morning into.
How many interviews do you do a year now? Still as many, or is it like maybe a handful?
No, there's always something comes in the ordinary email from somebody or other, but they don't often come to anything. I've actually got an invitation to come back to Washington next month, which I'm not going to do, but that would be to a Google YouTube, I don't know, conference.
Washington D.C.?
Yeah, Washington D.C. Yes. But I don't.
Maybe you'd meet Obama.
I doubt it, but
Oh no.
but I'm not going to do that. I mean, it would be very nice, but the getting there is just too much hassle. You know?
Have you traveled a lot in the United States?
No, I haven't. I have been to Washington before because a few years ago the record producer and myself were invited by AARP to promote really the Zimmers in a way, and I think I don't know whether they were financially concerned or not, but so yes, I went to Washington. I haven't been anywhere else in the USA, but I've been with the Zimmers to did a couple or 3 in Germany. Germany seemed to like us, and so I've done 3 there. We went to Munich once, which was great. That was in a television production on a Christmas show. We performed on stage, and another lovely thing which I haven't talked about. We went to, yes, it was while we were at Munich, although subsequently this story relates to Berlin, and we did subsequently go to Berlin. When we were in Munich, it appears that there were some children, a whole bunch of children with their teachers had come over from Berlin to see us, really unbeknown to us, and the reason they had come was that I guess they'd been given a project in their lessons or something to think of somebody who they respected, admired, or something like that, and so they're, you know, anyway, they chose the Zimmers. Don't know how much influence their teachers had, but they chose the Zimmers. But it was sweet really, because there is a bridge in Berlin called the Bridge of Hearts, and on that bridge there are plaques of these people that have been chosen, and there's sort of like the famous footballer Beckenbauer and the scientist in the wheelchair, forgot his name, you know, lots of people, and of course the Zimmers are there as well. So we went back to Berlin to do another show where they where they put the plaque on the bridge, so we're there forever. So we've done Germany. Some people, I'm not always with the Zimmers for the reasons I've explained, that they're all around the south of England and they're easy to get together, and so, but others have been to other places, and of course there was the prestigious thing where Alf and Winnie and one of the coloured ladies came over to America to appear on the Jay Leno show.
I saw that.
So Alf is the one that started the Zimmers?
Well, no, he didn't start it, but when the Zimmers were formed, when this with television producer Tim Samuels said, we will make a record, of course we all laughed. Anyway, it did happen, of course, and we recorded it in the Abbey Road Studios in London, which of course is an absolute prestigious place to do any
Peter
sort
put a
of
little
music.
clip on YouTube about it.
And before we went to the Abbey Road Studios, we went to a sort of rehearsal to not have voice coaching, but to practice, you see. So we were all singing this My Generation, and actually nobody could sing and still can't really, but somebody had to be chosen to sort of take the lead in this. And Alf's name sort of came up and everybody said, oh, so yeah, great, Alf. So Alf became the leader, but that was wonderful because A, he did a wonderful job, and he was a very gentle, retiring sort of man who never let all this celebrity change him at all, and he did have a lot of, you know, celebrity status, and so he was the lead and always has been, and did a wonderful job.
Are they going to show the Firestarter video at the...
I wish they would, yes, because that was a wonderful video.
Did you see that one, Grant?
No.
Well, it's a wonderful video because
it's crazy.
It was made by the music, the producers of the thing, and they did a wonderful job. They hired
so funny,
a bus.
that video is so good.
Yeah, they hired a bus for it, and yeah, it was great. I wasn't in that either, but then, you know, that doesn't matter. So Alf was absolutely great, and he always performed, and he was 90 years old when the first thing was done, but he always maintained that it really changed his life because he wasn't quite a lonely old man, but you know, he was 90 and he was at the end of his life, but it completely changed him. And also he had been on the stage in the past, right from his days in the forces, and he could come out with sketches he had done years ago at the drop of a hat, and absolutely wonderful.
Didn't you put a video of one, right?
I did. We were sitting in a hotel in Germany, and we had nothing to do, and said, come on, Alf, tell us a story. And he just off the cuff did this sketch of, you know, where he obviously, if he were on stage, he'd probably be dressed in drag, I don't know, but imagine that some old girlfriends were meeting up after years and years, didn't he? Yes.
It was amazing.
And
it just went on and on and on, and you remembered the whole thing.
He did, and it was a lot longer than that actually, and I mean there were many others that he could repeat. So Alf was absolutely wonderful, and he was I call him our leader, but although you'll probably find today as well, out of nervousness there'll be a lot of giggling and all sorts of chat before, you know, we do anything, but Alf would just sit there quietly and you would think, oh dear Alf, are you well, is it going to happen? But the moment the curtains opened, he was alive again, you know, and so he was wonderful. And
how many videos did you all do then?
We only
you did yours, and then the My Generation and the Firestarter, and just those three?
Yeah, just the three, because they did produce the album with all these songs on, and then they choose to do a video for me, and they choose to do a video for the Firestarter, but the other songs, no. Because it's very expensive to do videos. You know.
Well, yeah.
Well, you know.
Yes, we do.
Well, it's time, isn't it? You know, and I mean, hey, you've got to think about it. I wasn't very happy with my video because, as I said, a car gets sent for me, which I pay for, but a car gets sent to me to take.
Production producing.
Hi, Gracie.
I did.